Hey guys, Ash your Rachel Legends. Welcome to the video. Sending some love, some positive vibes your way, especially if you need it out there today. Today, we're kicking it old school. We're talking about my girl, your girl, Scyl of the Drakes. I've been hearing some nasty rumors spreading about Scyl. That she's been power crept, that she's trash now. Ash, stop over-exaggerating about Scyl of the Drakes. She's not that good anymore. Yeah, I read the hate comments, but I'm here today to defend my lovely lady, Scyl of the Drakes.
M is for the way you look at me.
And look at these skins, guys. Ooh! The Azure skin. The lava, ooh, the lava-born skin. My God. Scyl, baby.
Hello, Ash. Chris Hansen here of Hansen vs. Predators. To catch a predator, have a seat with Chris Hansen, my streaming crime network, True Blue, all the rest. So now, Ash, I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there, maybe in the same chair where you do your YouTube channel show. Oh, yes, I know all about it. You think it's been a secret? People are starting to find out. Also, I've been going through some of the transcripts of your online behavior. Suffice it to say, you need to lay off Scyl of the Drakes. It's become a problem.
I love her so much, but I'm afraid.
The sort of thing that could lead you to meet me in a dark kitchen someplace for an interrogation. Who are you going to call then? Ash? One of your YouTube subscribers? How's that going to work out? Maybe okay, maybe not. We don't know.
We decided we can't live without each other.
Don't take that chance. Behave yourself. Just focus on the show. I'll be watching. See you on the TV. Takedown with Chris Hansen, the podcast is Predators, I've called. Don't be in them. Just check them out.
All right, guys. After that interlude, thanks, Chris Hansen, we'll put the skins away. We'll put the skins away for the rest of the video. How's that sound?
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right, guys. So jokes aside, we got Scyl of the Drakes here. I asked you guys 23 hours ago, is Scyl of the Drakes still a good champion? 61% of you guys, the correct individuals in the audience, said hell yeah. And then the incorrect individuals, I still love you, voted no, she's been crept, 39%. So what does hellhades.com have to say? They still give her a 4.5 overall grading. Let's talk about Scyl of the Drakes here in 2025, right? At the time that you get Scyl of the Drakes, by the way, at the time that you get...
Hang on, I have to do something. Check this out.
Stop with the pop-ups! I'm trying to go to my daily login! Golly! 180 days. That is the countdown until you get Scyl of the Drakes. And I swear, even with Tagore out there as a free champion, even with Rector Draft kinda sorta available in the apprentice path on new accounts, even with them throwing all these new player promo codes, none of the old player promo codes, they don't do any of the OGs anymore. If anything, we get like a 50 silver, but anyway, I digress. But after 180 days, you get Scyl of the Drakes. Scyl of the Drakes, what does she do? She has decreased speed on her A1, great for bosses. Decreased turn meter by 15%, fantastic at a 50% clip. She has an AoE ×2 with a stun. You guys know Scyl of the Drakes, right? With a great stun here, 35% chance, but it's each hit has that shot on a 3-turn cooldown. And then we have the revive on a 4-turn cooldown with the ally protection and the boundless life. Heals all allies 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Also, plays an increased speed, big version on a random ally for 2 turns. So she's bringing increased speed. She's bringing a 4-turn single target revive. She's bringing the great passive heal, same as an Elva or a Siphi the Lost Bride, you know? And then she has that control and the decreased speed. You put it all together from a tanky-ish defense-based champion who looks amazing.
Don't take that chance.
Back off, Chris. Back off. I'm cool. You're looking at a really good champion that you get after 180 days. Yeah, sure. Is she an endgame behemoth of a champion? Is she the all-star MVP of endgame accounts? Even my account, is she an MVP? No, not anymore. But man, she's a perfect example of a champion that can carry your account through 180 days, through your next 180 days, right? And then some. Why is she so good? This is my favorite build for her, by the way. Relentless. Specifically because, yeah, sure, Relentless is great. You can reduce the cooldown of the Wing Beat Flurry. You can reduce the cooldown of the Revive with the extra turn, of course. But really getting the extra turn to get the extra healing out of her. She's a very, very, very good healer. It's one of my favorite parts of her kit. To get a healer, reviver, a control champion with the decreased speed turn meter, that's a lot in one package. I like Brimstone on her as a blessing, extra damage against bosses, and these are my favorite mastery loadout for Scyl the Drakes, in case anybody was curious. So I like Relentless, but you could also run her in a way that I like to run Rector's Wrath as well, right? I did a whole video recently on this build. I love it. I love this build on revivers who only have one other active ability outside of their revive. You know, so for example, Scyl the Drakes, she has her revive, just like Rector, and then she has her AoE stun. Rector has an AoE perfect veil. I love a reflex and impulse because the cooldown's gonna go to the revive if it's off cooldown, which you probably need it back, you know, in case somebody dies, right? But I also love it because it gets right back to that AoE stun even faster. In Rector's case, right back to the perfect veil. So I love, if you don't have impulse, no worries. Just go reflex, but I love reflex and impulse. That's my second favorite build on Scyl. I do like Relentless overall because, again, those extra turns means more increased speed, and it means more heals off of that passive. All right, so back to Scyl.
Hello there.
Just showed you the... Kale? What the hell are you doing here, Kale? Did I just type Kale somehow? All right, Scyl. There she is. So this is my favorite build for her, okay? I love her because of her versatility in progression in this game. You can take advantage of a kit like this almost everywhere. I'm talking dungeon progression, dungeons in general, like even endgame dungeon, depending on the level of your account, how much you spend in this game, right? But you can use her in the end game against a lot of the Doom Tower bosses as well, right? They give Nether Spider a 4 out of 5, Griffin 4 out of 5, Scarab King 3.5, Frost Spider 4 out of 5, Eternal Dragon 4.5, and Dark Fae a 4 out of 5, Ice Golem 5 out of 5, Dragon, Fire Knight, Spider. We're seeing a lot of 4 or 5 out of 5s. It's the versatility that a kit like this can lend to your account. Now, what you don't see here is even some more viability in restrictive content. I like using Scyl the Drake in Cintranos. I like using her in Doom Tower Waves, in Doom Tower Secret Rooms. She is really a wonderful all-around champion to help clear the waves with a little bit of damage, help stun them with a lot of CC, revive your team, and we already went over a kit. We know what she does, Ash. So let me take you on a really quick run here of Scyl. You can use her as a stun to burn down the spiderlings in either Frost Spider or regular Spider as well. So much versatility from this champion, right? She's a really, really solid one. So the 39% of people out there who voted that she's been crept, you're just wrong. No, I'm just joking. You're right and you're wrong, right? They have released a lot of good options out there. This is stage 10 of Ice Golem Hard. I'm not going to show you a ton of dungeon runs here. We'll keep the video fairly short because I'm on a Scyl restriction. Chris put me on it. But I just wanted to prove to you guys, this is all like fairly accessible champions, right? I do have a burner. I'm using Artak, who was previously a free login, but any burner will do. Artak's the best though, right? But Dark Elhain is a wave nuker. We have Scyl the Drakes, all those stuns, and we have High Katoon, right? This is in War Maiden, right? So a campaign farmable debuffer, right? I really, really love Scyl. She's just like the perfect complementary piece for so many teams, right? I mean, the one area that I would say that she's not like a beast is going to be the clan bosses. You know, you can absolutely still use her, don't get me wrong, but she doesn't like shine, in my opinion, like some other champions out there. And even using a champion like a Togor, again, one of my favorite revivers in the game, and I mentioned him because he's with those download links like I said earlier, right? Even a Togor, he has a different skill set, right? He does have a heal and an AoE revive, which is fantastic. And Togor's the man, one of my favorite epics in the entire game. But still brings great control, and she can build her to do a little bit of damage as well. You can use her in arena progression as well. Let's go ahead and see how she does here in the Ice Golem Hard 10. And then I want to go against what I think is probably maybe the second hardest Doom Tower boss in the Nether Spider. But you can, I love that she can be utilized in almost every Doom Tower boss, right? She's just the Jill of all trades. She really is. And those skins. I've actually never bought a skin. Jokes aside, I've actually never bought a Scyl the Drake skin. But I've thought about buying one a lot. But The Lavaborn. The Lavaborn.
Behave yourself.
All right, so here we go. This is Ice Golem Hard 10 right now, guys. And we're just going to basically burn down. We're going to go ahead and use Dark Elhain to try to chip away at those minions when she's not dead. But hey, if she's dead, we can pick them right back up, right? Pick them right back up. All right, guys, there she goes. Just healing the whole team, keeping everybody alive. Somebody dies, she revives them. That's what revivers do, Ash. That's what revivers do. Let's go to Doom Tower. Let's run her in a little bit of Nether Spider, as I said. We're going to run this team really quickly, though. Let me just show you. I mean, I think you guys probably...
That doesn't make sense.
Here I am, spelling her name wrong again. Just another consideration for masteries for you guys, depending on how you want to use her. So I showed you this mastery loadout. Let's do another one. Let's reset for free here, and let's pick my masteries if I want to go more control on Scyl the Drakes, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go for that accuracy. Obviously, we need the accuracy for those stuns. How much do I have on her? 353. I have HP, excuse me, on the banner. Accuracy works. I have HP, and I have more HP. Pinpoint, trying to build her somewhat tanky. She's a reviver after all. Speed on the boots. We have defense and HP on the chest. HP is just fine. HP on the gauntlets as well. You can build her with crit rate on the gauntlets if you want to. Even crit damage if you want to try to get a little damage out of this champion too. Multipliers really quickly are going to be a 1.55 on the AoE. That's a 2-time hitter, right? Not too bad. And a 3.5, not too bad as well on the A1. She's not going to be your main nuker, but you can get some complementary support reviver damage, which is always a nice thing. We're going to go Swarm Smiter. We're going to go with... I'm going to go Arcane Celerity on Scyl the Drakes. I'm going to go with... what do we have for sets? We have Perception. So Lore of Steel does work with Perception. So I'm going to go Lore of Steel. I'm going to go Sniper in this version of the Masteries because Sniper will help out on that A1, right? Great to have. You guys know decreased speed is my favorite debuff in the damn game. I say it every damn video, right? Yeah! Defensive tree. By the way, when picking masteries, generally I try to pick one mastery per row when you're kind of doing it and not just copying something, and then you can fill in the blanks. So just go with what you really want. Otherwise, you're going to cost yourself gems because you're going to screw up and pick a mastery that you realize you needed another mastery on another whatever. You guys get the point. All right, so defensive tree. I'm going to go with defense, tough skin. I'm going to go with... blast proof, mitigating AoE damage. We're gonna go resurgent, one of my favorite masteries out there. We're gonna go with delayed death, but we're also gonna go with harvest despair. Harvest despair is an amazing mastery to have on Scyl the Drakes, right? Because we're going to get that leech when she lands the stun, okay? And then we're going to go Cycle of Revenge. She is obviously a reviver, so we want as much turn meter as possible, especially when allies are hit with a critical hit. So Cycle of Revenge, and then we have an option here, don't we? We can go with Timely Intervention. She's a reviver. She's a healer. She's everything. Or we can go with Fearsome Presence. Boost that chance of getting the stun from a 35 to a 40% chance on both hits. So I'm going to go with Fearsome Presence. I'm going to build her as more of a control champion now. Now, I also like the idea of having Retribution to land the decreased speed and the turn meter on their A1. So we're going to kind of round things off with that. We're going to go with Rejuvenation, increase the amount of healing that she gets. Now, this is another option for you guys. Of course, we're going accuracy. You could also go Steadfast, Lay on Hands, Healing Savior, Merciful Aid, and then make your way to Cycle of Magic to Sniper and go that way as well. So a lot of options for Scyl of the Drakes, just depending on what you need on your account. Now let's go in to the Nether Spider. Let's go ahead. I have this team. I have an AoE heal reduction, or I have a heal reduction in Venom Mage. I have Magnar, who you just saw pound the pavement with everybody. Man, Magnar is so good, huh? Magnar's the man. Scyl of the Drakes comes in here. Sure, stun everybody, right? Fantastic. And then we can use her for everything, basically, right? Once we get to the Nether Spider. We can use her for healing. We can use her for reviving. We can use her for stunning the Spiderlings, right? I usually like to run a block damage champion on these hard runs of Nether Spider, but you can run it without when you got Scyl on the team, right? Vogoth and Scyl are both amazing healers, two of my favorite in the game. So we have plenty of healing to get us by the Nether Spider. And of course, we got our legendary in disguise, our mythical in disguise, and Geomancer on the squad as well to burn down the spider and the spiderlings, right? Geo is just insane in this dungeon. He's insane in every dungeon, isn't he? So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna land some of those stuns, not have to deal with all those counterattacks. We're just gonna come in, try to land a decreased defense with the A1 of Magnar. Did not land it, no big deal. We're gonna go in AoE, heal reduction. Again, not having to deal with all the counterattacks here because of the the stun, excuse me. We have the heal reduction. Now we're ready to place that HP burn as well. And that's basically it. We go in with the A1 of Scyl the Drake. She landed that decreased speed. Beautiful, Scyl. And then we don't have to go in with the AoE. We're going to keep those spiderlings alive and burn them down when those stuns run off. So guys, again, man, I've been watching no one really cares about this, but I've been watching my retention. And whenever I spend too long in any given dungeon, that's when the most viewers drop off. So I'm gonna set up dungeons and I'm gonna bring you to the end screen. With that said, I'll see you in a second. And there it is, guys. Scyl the Drake helps carry the team through the Nether Spider. Yeah, overall, my girl, she still got it. In my opinion, she's still got it. Is she an S tier mythical endgame PvP top 20 champion? No, but not every champion in this game needs to be that to be a very good champion, a very effective champion, especially when you get her.
Don't say that to me.
Guys, thanks so much for watching till the end of the video. It was a fun one, you know, all the jokes and kidding and Chris Hansen aside. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.